So you had to have a bug out vehicle.
Why not? Seems like about the right time.
Last time I checked, we were looking for one in this state.
But you always enjoy an adventure.
I can't argue with that. So I guess we're going to Indiana.
Indiana.
So the plan here is we're gonna fly all the way out to Indiana, pick up a truck that neither one of us have ever seen or driven, and then drive it all the way home to California. I mean, really, what could go wrong? Behold the first obstacle, traffic.
Oh, traffic.
Wanna play a game?
What game do you want to play?
Is it too early for this? Am I too soon?
So we're checked in, we're walking to our gate.
So far, so good.
So far, nothing has caught on fire. It's still early in the day. We'll see what happens. The lovely sounds of LAX. Don't you just enjoy that?
Mm-hmm.
So nice to hear in eardrums.
We've been up 24 hours now, just landed, and how are you feeling, Spence?
4 minutes of sleep is not enough for 500 miles of driving we need to do today, but
yeah,
we'll make it work.
This is gonna be a lot of fun.
I don't know where we're going.
I don't either. for quite some time. I went during the winter because I wanted to experience a real winter, because growing up in California you don't get that.
Like a used equipment dealer with him.
Yeah.
And he said,
Well, there she is. All her glory. The mighty fire truck. She is glorious. Fantastic.
Rich, you want to get in there?
No.
1976 fire rescue truck that's been converted to an RV. So now we're gonna see if we can get 2,000 miles back to California in it, because, you know, why not? All right, boys and girls, this is where it gets fun. Are you ready?
So we just got the truck, and the guy did a bang-up job on it. Spencer's very excited, aren't you, Spencer? Yeah. In my opinion, Rich and his wife are two of the greatest and nicest people to come across. They were nice enough to actually give us a ride from the airport back to their home, show us around.
Here, let's give them a horn too.
Offer if we actually needed anything, we could stay with them if we had to. Very nice people, and they put a lot of love into this, so you know, we're gonna take care of it, right, Spence?
That's right.
our way home.
What you can't see in this video is my big shit-eating grin right now.
So it's a really nice ride. It's just a little bit bouncy. A little too bouncy for a time lapse, actually. Bouncy. The speedometer is off like 20 miles per hour because it was re-geared in the back for highway speeds, which is awesome. This is Illinois. We just crossed over the border.
It looks a lot like Indiana. Weird.
Well, yeah. Look how green it is.
Beautiful.
What's that? Is that water?
That's water.
They just have water out in the open like that?
This was a pretty standard view for a lot of our drive, just the endless fields of corn just growing everywhere. It was so incredible to see all the greenery and just lush flat land that was just green everywhere. It was awesome.
Sit rep. We got about 14 minutes before we get to the local Sears where we'll buy a toolbox just in case something goes wrong. Extra wiring and all that stuff. How's it feeling, Spence?
Good. Surprisingly comfortable to drive. Jess is gonna hate it.
Yeah, it does bounce a little bit and it's noisy, but you know, it's old and cool. What do you expect?
Well, that was 40 miles of awesome. Holy smokes.
Well, we just reached Sears where we're gonna buy tools and other parts just in case something doesn't work awesome the rest of the way.
Hey man, 1976, we're in for some surprises.
Yep.
I'm sure.
So now it's just a matter of waiting until they open because we honestly didn't think we were gonna get out here this early.
Yeah.
All right, so we just installed a cigarette lighter hooked into one of the multiple wires down there that was live. So we actually have a GPS now that's charging.
Ooh, fancy.
Just verified that the alternator's putting out 13.4 volts, which doesn't make me feel real good, but at least it's charging.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, we're stocked up on tools, and we were thinking about taking off and rerouting. You want to go through St. Louis, right?
I'd like to. Let's see where the GPS is going to take us, because I have not a fucking clue.
Language.
Oh, my apologies if I've offended your sensibilities. Oh, it's taking us through Colorado, over the mountains. Yeah,
That's
let's not
the
do
70. Which would be fun, but from what we hear, this thing doesn't pull grades real well.
that. All right, we'll use a much better system. Google! Google me right. We need multiple port injection on our cigarette lighter so we can charge.
Yeah, the next advanced auto parts we come across,
Yes.
our Pet Boys, will get a multiple.
All right.
Hopefully with switches.
Ooh, switches?
God knows we need more switches.
I'm gonna put a rack of switches in the ceiling.
There's already a rack of switches in the ceiling.
More switches.
As you can see. Okay,
We
so
got switchies, lever thingy, pull knobs, twisty jigs, more pull knobs,
twisting chicks.
button thingamaboobs, flippy switches, missile switch in case we gotta fire the missiles,
Oh yeah, that's what that's for.
horns, lights, misc knobs. I'm not sure what they do yet, but we'll find out when it gets dark, because that's always fun. And off we go. We are taking our first gas stop, and we'll see how much the beast drinks, and go from there.
Alright, so we just fueled up the truck. It took 9.3 gallons. So we got 8.2 miles per gallon in this thing, which is kind of incredible. Thanks for the hearing, Rich. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure the lowercase t stands for time to leave. I saw that in a South Park episode once.
Look at those beautiful clouds. So we're putting along. We're about 40 miles outside St. Louis, and still this thing's so much fun to drive, it's ridiculous. The cops are just waving at us, not even with just one finger, all their fingers, like hi. So I don't think we'll have any trouble with that. But this is so cool and green out here. I'm kind of amazed. What the fuck, California? Get your shit together. It's like you think you are cool because you have an ocean.
We're about 40 miles outside of... Huh? Yeah, St. Louis. And the roads got rough, but more concerning is this little heater box here, which has had hot water flowing through it this entire time from the engine, and it's just radiating heat. Ugh.
Turn right on Collinsport Drive.
It doesn't show that they've got diesel, so that's awesome. See the green pumps? 24 hours, but I don't see a diesel.
They go yellow handle? Yeah, diesel number 2, yellow handle.
Okay. So here then. Let's try and take this through the car wash. At the car wash. This thing's make sure we're not falling apart. But, you know, got a few little leaks here and there, but so far staying cool, leaking a little oil, but, you know, we're gonna keep chugging.
So right now we're filling up the truck with some diesel number 2, and I read this little guy, which has me a little bit concerned for the safety of this poor old cat's fuel injection pump. But only time will tell. So here's hoping that this doesn't start us on a very bad sequence of events. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem. What do you think, Spence?
Oh, with our luck, we should be fine.
Yeah. Anyways, as we were driving, we saw the arch somewhere around here. It disappeared behind the trees. Now it's hiding from us.
More flags, more fun. Can't stop, gotta keep driving.
Johnny needs cool air. It's hotter than balls. And every time I let it go, it's shut.
45 miles today so far, and it's just about 4 o'clock, quarter to 4. So
Top drivers here today.
yeah, we're gonna get some fuel and swap drivers. Kirk out.
Turn left on Discovery Avenue.
They got diesel? Yeah, they got diesel. At the come and go. All right, Captain Redbeard is at the, or No Beard is at the helm for his stint today. We're gonna see what kind of trouble he can get into. In the fire truck. Oh. Hey, look! It's a fucking tank.
Thanks for the memory.
Tanks for nothing. Starting to get pretty late in the day. It's first day, it's like 6:30. We're like almost to 600 miles. It's hot, but you know, the truck just keeps chugging along, no problems. We're getting 12 miles to the gallon, which is insanely. I'm surprised that it's getting 12 miles to the gallon, so that's good. I like that. Let's keep it up. See you in a little bit. We're in Oklahoma! Hooray! Well, we've made it to Oklahoma. And first thing we encounter is a freaking toll road. So we'll see how this goes. Because semis are 20 bucks, which technically not a semi, but we weigh as much as a semi. So, you know. So, we've got an awesome leak on the front seal of the engine, and we're losing quite a bit of oil just being parked here for a couple of minutes. So, yay, fun stuff. Sure, that'll be cheap. So we have developed quite an oil leak in our front tank crank snout, and we just put a half a gallon in, and we'll see where that gets us. But we're dripping pretty good. That's definitely gonna need to be fixed when I get home. Thanks. During some of our adventures, you'd run across these little businesses and junkyards and just all these cool little spots along the road. It was so amazing to see all this stuff just tucked away in this green areas just everywhere. kidding. The sunsets out here are gorgeous. So beautiful. Going through Oklahoma. So, it's getting dusk on the first day. We've done almost 600 miles. We're both sticky and gross. We're going to a Walmart. Woo! Walmart.
And so in the morning, we'll fit right in.
Yeah! So, almost to Tulsa. We're getting close. Maybe another 10, 15 minutes. And we'll settle down in a nice Walmart parking lot and have some beef jerky for dinner. And then maybe start this crazy thing really early and keep going. Alright, see you in a bit. Now that we did 500 miles, you up for 3 more of these?
Like we have a choice.
No, I didn't think so.
All right, after a few hours of rest, we're getting back on the road.
Yeah, woo! It's 5:30.
So this is the parking lot we stayed at. Thank you to the kind people at the Waffle House for letting us stay in their back alley. All right, back on the road.
All right, day 2. We have 1,500 miles left, which is 22 hours and 4 minutes. So I don't think we'll be home today. We're gonna try. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. No?
Yeah. I don't have a choice.
No, because, you know, but, you know, after 600 miles yesterday, this morning, fired right up, island like a goddamn giant scary kitten, and here we go.
So it's 75 degrees out right now, and I'm still sticky. It's amazing. You know, they say that you go take a shower, and by the time you get out of the shower, you feel sticky again in high humidity. And I had never experienced that until today. Yeah. That was a lot of fun sleeping.
And this is the point where we realized we left the windows open in the back and the curtains were flying out the window, so we had to stop and fix that.
This
windshield wipers don't work very well. Well, the rain has started to dribble on our windshield with wordless windshield wipers, so this could get really interesting really quick. We'll see what happens. So it quickly went from a little bit of rain to a lot of bit of rain. Like, I guess we are, in Oklahoma, so I suppose that's normal. But the windshield wiper is not that bad when there's a lot of rain. So, but we'll see how weather tight this cab is. That's going to be the next thing. Keep chugging along. Texas, because everything's better in Texas, right? Maybe this thing will run and get better mileage in Texas.
I doubt it.
Probably not. One can hope. Good luck, everybody. We'll see what happens on this trip. We may not make it to the gas station. We haven't pushed it this low yet, so we will see what happens in this beautiful Texas land over here.
We've got 29 miles to go
To the station.
And we're hoping that we got enough fuel to get there.
27 miles.
27 miles.
And we're just about on E.
So, back to the idiot part of the program.
You said you needed drama, right?
Here's the drama. We brought all the drama.
Drama brings all the problems to the yard. My drama is better than yours.
Out here.
that was a little too close for my comfort. That was no bueno. So she's low, but that's where we got back to fuel-wise. So after our near running out of fuel escapade, we're all fueled up. Found out we have just about 25 gallons of gas, and that'll get us to where we're going to the next destination. We're quite the wordsmith. But 25 gallons and 9-10 miles per gallon, so you know, really burning fuel. All right, we have made it to Amarillo, Texas, and it's hot. The temperature went from 72 to a whopping 88, and not a lot of humidity, which is nice. We're gonna just keep going as long as we can. So we just came into Old Ham. It definitely smells like old ham. Ugh, Jiminy Christmas.
Ham.
Yes, old ham. Before it's actually ham.
Ham made of pig, you moron.
No one ever accused me of being smart. 1:15, 91 degrees, still in Texas. Got 1,100 miles to go. So, you know, have fun. So far, this is the best, worst vacation I've ever had.
We've seen nothing.
We've seen nothing. Except from the freeway, like Uranus, back fudge, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the America caves, whatever those are. But, again, worst, best vacation. This is now by far the worst, stupidest thing I've ever bought. But I'm so in love with this thing. It's so much fun.
Hey, it hasn't quit yet.
No, this thing is a tank and a half. Behold the majesty of Texas in all its flatness. It's so flat. State, whatever the one is next to Texas.
It's New Mexico.
The new of the Mexicos. Not the old Mexico, the new Mexico. It's so much better than the old Mexico. It's like tremendously better. So good. What is that I see? It's another state. We have made it to the New Mexico. Oh, we entered a new time zone. We just rolled back an hour. We get an extra hour of driving today.
We're going back in time.
Uh-oh, that guy seems to be stuck. That's a shame. Mexico welcomes you true. True?
Yeah, we found out this is actually a time machine because it was 2 o'clock. Now it's 1 o'clock. So all we had to do was hit 88 miles per hour in this big son of a bitch. And we lost an hour.
I don't think this thing would hit 88 miles per hour downhill with a tailwind. Anyhow, we're in New Mexico. We have 1,058 miles to go. And it's hot as shit. Still 91. But, you know, Big Red here is doing great. So we're going to keep going. So there we go. We've crossed into 1,000 miles. 2 days in, we've gone 1,100 miles. So, and we're in New Mexico. here. Running a little hot, but
We had the thermostat stick. It's spiked.
yeah, I got it really hot. But we're
Like it's
also
okay now.
yeah, we're also 6,800 feet up right now, so still kicking ass and making names. Here we are in beautiful Albuquerque. The roads here are so smooth, you wouldn't even know that this is a buttery smooth ride going through Albuquerque. This is so nice, you don't even know. I'm holding this camera very steady right now because we're on buttery smooth Albuquerque streets. I'm gonna try and turn this off now, but I'm not sure I can hit the button. God. Well, we have hit rush hour traffic in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Yay, traffic. It feels like being at home in LA. Jiminy Christmas. Now we're gonna get gas here pretty quick. Here we are rolling into another gas station, which is a little thirsty, but you know, we gotta keep it topped up. All right, park over there.
It's 6 o'clock.
Do you know where your kids are at?
Probably at Carl's Jr. Actually, she just sent me pictures. They're playing in the backyard.
How good.
Yeah, so we are just outside Albuquerque, just fueled up. Got some more
Luckily, we didn't make
foods.
we didn't make the wrong turn.
Yeah, well, we don't know that yet.
True.
Bugs always manages. Anyways, we are now going to jump back on the highway and continue our mission. My legs are sunburnt. I feel fried. How about you?
Oh yeah. I felt fried when I woke up at 5:30 this morning.
Yeah. Luckily, it'll be dark soon, so it'll cool off.
Yeah. 836 miles.
Yep.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
So we were trying to get around this road construction by taking a frontage road, and it was not one that went where we needed to. So we had to turn around, go back way down the big grade, and then climb back up the grade.
So like Bugs, we did make the wrong turn in Albuquerque.
So majestic. Are we home yet?
No.
Oh. So, there's a car accident 9 miles from here, and it's gridlocked, and we're sitting. Who knows for how long? Yeah. Just enjoying the trucks sitting here. Lots of trucks. See? Trucks. Trucky, truck, 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 truck. Don't know if you can see all of that traffic all the way over there. Can we zoom in further? Yeah, look at that, baby. Quit zooming in on that piece of dead bug.
Ready.
Traffic everywhere. Not a drop to drink. next hill, and there's yet a whole bunch more traffic to go over. Holy crap, dude, this is insane. Well, here it is, 8:20. We are still sitting in fucking traffic, man. This is insane. It's starting to go a little crazy. It's been like 2 hours. That sucks. We may have found the wreck. I'm not really sure.
Probably shouldn't videotape somebody else's.
Huh? Alright. Mission report. It is fucking late.
Have that silver one.
Yeah, it's a silver one.
Rods are not supposed to make.
It's 11 o'clock. We're at Flying Denny J's to have dinner because we haven't eaten food. So I got me some spaghetti and meatballs because I like spaghetti. Anyways, I'm tired. We're gonna go to bed, sleep for whatever hours we sleep for, get up, and hopefully push the last 750 miles home and be home tomorrow night.
As long as we don't sound like that guy with the
As long as we don't sound like that guy with Cummins.
So we just woke up. It's like 5. A little delirious. Alright. Well, there she is. So the front seal's leaking down in there. So we gotta keep checking for oil. Other than that, we're about to take off again. Spence, anything you want to say? Uh-huh. So right now we're trying to move the mirrors out. How's it coming, Spence?
Oh, you know, we're getting there. Bolts that probably haven't been loosened in God knows how long.
This mirror's got adjustments all over it. You can swing it out from this pivot. Pitch it up and down using these. And rotate. And right now he's trying to slide the entire thing out. Has it moved at all? Oh, there it goes. Victory.
There. Now I want to take that forward a little. Can you aim that then if you're sitting there? Just about to cross into Arizona.
Train's going by. Can't really see it.
For the choo-choo train.
I think we may have actually come across a checkpoint. So they start in Arizona. I stand corrected. Breathing, Spence. Goodbye.
It's just for the trucks. Christ, which way do you go?
So Flagstaff is probably one of the prettiest places we've been so far. And I'm thinking Arizona may be severely underrated, although this is just a small portion of it. But God knows we've seen plenty of desert too. Like the tree line just opened up. That's all marshland.
Yeah. That's probably a little bit into the lake.
We're now 360 miles from home, and Spencer's trying to enter the mileage, and he's having problems with his fruit-based technology.
No.
He says that's not what's happening, but
Okay, I'm pissed off now. Sometimes their note-taking software is so stupid.
we're back on the road. Arizona that I'm used to. Somewhere over there is our property, Chels. I'd stop and water the cactus, but you know, why?
If you water them too much, they'll die.
Yeah.
River.
We've gone through every state so far without having anybody give a shit about what's happening here.
And now we're coming to California.
And now we're in California, the place that preaches open borders.
Yet here's a wall.
Oh my God. They're not gonna ask much.
No, they usually just wave you through.
Do they have fireworks or fruit?
Yeah. Either.
512.
Howdy, boss. Indiana. It's an RV, yeah. I bought it in Indiana. Yeah. Bought it in Indiana. We lived in California, flew there, driving it home. 2,100 miles. Thanks, boss.
Yep, that was it. California.
99 degrees. It's hot. At least it's not humid, so that's a plus. At least the air slightly cools you down, but still not a lot. It's just a lot of sweating. But all I can say to that is, bring it on, we're almost home. Good old desert of California. When the people were coming west from the East Coast, and they got to this hellish landscape, what made them keep going? Did they think it was going to get better? But, you know, they eventually found the ocean and it did get better. But, God, who in their right mind would have crossed this in a covered wagon? Leaking a good amount of oil, so we're going to do oil check here. Going pretty low.
Not too bad.
Mighty tool bin, engine oil, nothing but quality Fram, because you know, only the finest for old Betsy here. Makes it handy to work on this when you can just tilt it up like this.
So either we've got a shitload of fuel dilution, which is compensating for the leak, or the leak just looks a lot worse than it actually is. My money's on the latter.
The leak looks worse than it is, or is worse than it is?
The leak looks worse than it is.
Fun. All right, we're gonna finish this up and get back on the road. We're almost to Barstow.
We got less than 200 miles left.
Heck yeah. All right. It's a little deceptive how fast the freight train can move, but this one appears to be doing the speed that we are, and we're cranking along at 63 miles an hour. That is a lot of weight moving over there. There's another one. Oh my goodness. Train's slower. So, grabbing some super late lunch. It's like 3:30. I don't even know. I've lost track of time. We are time lords, but I still can't keep track. Anyways, we get gas. By far the most expensive gas we've had yet. What was it, like $4.25? $4.40? Thanks, California. Worst roads, worst drivers, highest price gas.
I think the problem is you have the same amount of people that are dicks in each state, but because California has such a high population of people, you're more likely to run into a dick.
Yeah, there was like no traffic the entire drive. It was crazy. I figured we'd be battling traffic, but we drove like 60, 65 miles an hour the entire way home until we hit Arizona. Or was that New Mexico? We just got stuck in a traffic jam.
Right outside of Albuquerque.
New Mexico.
Yeah.
Fun trip. Again, still stand behind my worst, best decision I ever made, but I'd do it again for sure. This was a definitely needed tiny vacation.
Yeah, we got to see areas of the country we've never seen before.
Yeah, like the St. Louis Arch. Never seen that before. Anyhow, we're gonna keep eating. All right, home stretch. We're fueled up. 152 miles. Going Parablossom Highway. Such a fun trip. And we'll be home in little while. 2 hours, something like that. Excited. I am excited. Can't wait to be home and to be a lot of miles, but thanks for coming along.
Probably the most dangerous portion of our route so far.
Yeah, and it's here in California, closest to home.
The roads are shit. We didn't want to go through LA, so this was the option.
Sweet old pear blossom of the Mookie Moose. We are so close home, I can almost taste it. We're in, where the hell are we? We just went through Fillmore. So, God, like 20 minutes. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. All right, we did it. I'm home. I'm tired. Gonna take a shower. We'll talk later. Thanks, everybody.